Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Removing Joe Biden from the top of the Democratic Party's presidential ticket would doom the party's chance of success in November's election, a top historian has warned. Questions surrounding the president's fitness for office remain unanswered, given his age and the blunders that have dominated his term. And, the Biden family has been hit with the bombshell that is the guilty verdict in Hunter's gun charge trial. Fears are reportedly mounting among Democratic strategists that Biden could lose to recently convicted felon Donald Trump when Americans go to the polls. But Alan Lichtman, who has correctly predicted the outcome of presidential elections since 1984, has urged top Democrats not to move against the president. Pundits who tell us Biden should step down in favor of younger candidates are misguided, he told our channel. To follow their advice would doom the Democrats. Lichtman, the mastermind behind the keys to the White House algorithm, said several factors would have to conspire against the president for him to lose. The scholar's algorithm consists of 13 true or false statements. If 6 or more statements are false, then the incumbent party in the White House is set to lose. One of Lichtman's keys revolves around scandal. For years, House Republicans have tried to pin a scandal on the Biden administration but have been unsuccessful. Hunter Biden has been found guilty on gun charges. Prosecutors successfully argued Hunter lied on documents for a gun purchase in 2018 when he claimed he wasn't using drugs. Hunter was found guilty of buying and owning a gun illegally for 11 days. But Hunter's guilty outcome is unlikely to play into deciding Joe's political fate, according to Lichtman. Any scandal has to have bipartisan recognition. It's got to hit the president himself, he said. All the scandals involving Billy Carter didn't make Jimmy Carter less of a moral individual. Historian Alan Lichtman predicts the winner of presidential elections by using his algorithm that consists of 13 true or false statements. If 6 or more statements are false, then the incumbent is set to lose the next election. Billy Carter, Jimmy's brother, was a foreign agent for the Libyan government, and he received hundreds of thousands of dollars from the Arab nation. Biden has already banked 2 of Lichtman's keys, the incumbency factor and party contest. If Biden doesn't run, they lose the incumbency and they lose the contest key because there's no heir apparent, the scholar said. Only 4 more keys would have to fall to predict the Democrats' defeat. Lichtman stressed that a lot would have to conspire against Biden's party for him to lose. But that doesn't mean that can happen because things are very fluid, he added. Pundits who tell us Biden should step down in favor of younger candidates are misguided. Lichtman warned that 4 keys look set to be decisive in deciding whether Biden is re-elected. Biden has already lost the charisma key as he's not a Franklin Roosevelt or John F. Kennedy type of figure. Joe Biden is a vanilla guy, a middle-of-the-road candidate, Lichtman said. That's why he loses the charisma key but wins the scandal key. Both foreign policy keys, the third-party key, and the social unrest key remain up for grabs. No key is more important than any of the others, but all 4 of them would have to fall to predict Biden's defeat, Lichtman said. The wars in Ukraine and Gaza are continuing to rage and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. remains in the presidential race. RFK Jr. has to receive 5% of the national vote for the third-party key to fall. Lichtman has explained how his process works, given the polls are volatile. He said RFK Jr. has to consistently poll around the 10% mark for the key to turn against Biden. Lichtman then cuts the top opinion polling number in half. Joe Biden is a vanilla guy. Lichtman warned that social unrest has to reach a level where it raises doubt about the fabric of society. The U.S. has not been immune to the protests that have been seen at university campuses worldwide demonstrating anti-Israeli sentiments. The social unrest would have to be much greater than we've seen so far, Lichtman said. What we've seen in the campus protests are serious, but it's nothing like the 1960s when hundreds of campuses exploded in protest, when millions of people